Welcome, welcome to QST with Hina. Let's focus upon quick, smart, and targeted learning for Class 10 CBSE boards. In this video, we shall prepare the following topics. To start with, the age of revolutions. The first upheaval took place in France. This led to the establishment of constitutional monarchy, and Louis Philippe, the monarch, became its constitutional head. Next is the famous quote of Metternich: since everything used to start with France, then it would spread to in Europe. That's why he quoted, when France sneezes, the rest of the Europe catches cold. The July Revolution sparked an uprising in Brussels, which led to Belgium breaking away from the United Kingdom of Netherlands. This is a very important topic, children. Here, an expected question: how did the Greek War of Independence mobilize the nationalist feelings among the educated elite? We need to analyze, or they may ask to write a short note on Greek War of Independence. These are the points to focus upon. Next important topic, children, about Romanticism. Here, the expected question: they can come for 3 or 5 marks. Choose 3 examples to show the contribution of culture to the growth of nationalism in Europe, or the explaining the reasons for the nationalist upsurge in the 19th century Europe. Marks, we need to even add about the German philosopher Johann Gottfried Herder, his idea of nation in vernacular language, too, children, for 5 marks. And then next is about the Poland. Poland, and we need to explain this slide, explain in the ways in which nationalist feelings were kept alive in Poland in the 18th and 19th century, how the language and the popular traditions helped in the creation of the national identity. This slide is very, very important, to describe the great economic hardships that prevailed in Europe during the 1830s. Very food shortages and widespread unemployment brought the population onto the roads, and barricades were erected, and Louis Philippe was forced to flee. Important topic, children: the revolution of the liberals of 1848. And here, the question is: explain what is meant by the 1848 revolution of the liberals. The political, the social, and the economic ideas that were supported by the liberals. So everything is on in the slide, right from creation of workshops to reduce unemployment to the right to work, and then this pattern was followed by all the nationals of other European countries like Germany, Italy, Poland, for the demand for the creation of nation states on parliamentary principles, a constitution, and freedom of press and freedom of association. The next slide is about the case of Germany. So here, from this slide, an expected question would be, children, a short note on the Frankfurt Parliament. And for this 4 points plus this slide, you need to concentrate how the representative elected and convened a parliament in the Frankfurt, in the St. Paul's Church, and Friedrich Wilhelm, the King of Prussia, was made as a constitutional monarch. He rejected, he opposed the assembly, went and joined the other monarchs, and subsequently disbanded the assembly. So those previous 2 slides, very important for the short note on the Frankfurt Parliament. This slide is about the outcome of the revolt, where the women formed their own political association. They founded newspapers and political meetings and demonstrations, and fought for suffrage. And this is about the conservative back to power. They could not restore the old order, and to avoid another revolt, serfdom and bonded labor were abolished, and Hungarians were granted more autonomy. This slide, or the next coming topic, is about the unification of Germany. So the question here to focus upon: trace briefly trace the unification of Germany, children. Here in the slides, 3 points are there, and then in the coming slides also we need to continue with a very, very important topic. Yes, then about Otto Bismarck, even for the 1 mark, it can be asked for. He was the architect for the process in the process of unification of Germany, along with the help of Prussian army and bureaucracy. How he fought wars with 3 countries and for 7 years, and ultimately Prussia was victorious, and then King Kaiser William I was proclaimed as a German emperor in the ceremony in Versailles, in the Hall of Mirrors in Versailles. And then the next important topic to concentrate is about the unification of Italy. And here the expected questions may be: Italy has a long history of political fragmentation. You need to support the statement by giving any 3 points. So, and also it can also be asked about explain the process of unification of Italy. For the political fragmentation, this is the slide we need to focus about the 7 states into which Italy was divided: north, south, the central, and the princely states that were ruled by Sardinia Piedmont. And then we need to also write, children, that there were many regional variations, even the language was not common at that time. Regarding the process of unification of Italy, you need to remember 4 important persons. And to start with, the Giuseppe Mazzini, who had formed the secret society, and he tried to put Italy together both in 1831 and 1848 also. But after his failure, the responsibility fell on Victor Emmanuel. And the chief minister Keber is also one important remark question. They may ask you to write a short note on uh, Count Camilleri Keber. So about him, we need to write how he, with his tactful diplomacy with France, how he was able to defeat Australian region, Austrian, and united it with Italy. Next is Giuseppe Garibaldi. He was successful in winning the support of the local peasants and was able to unite the 2 Sicilies and drive out the Spanish rulers from the south with the help of the peasants. And then finally, when all these parts were united, King Victor Emmanuel II was proclaimed as the King of United Italy. So these are the slides and the questions. Very, very important again, as you say, both point of view. So the next important topic is about the Britain, the strange case of Britain. Here an expected 5 mark question would be: how was the history of nationalism in Britain unlike the rest of Europe? Or a 3 mark question can be: how Ireland was incorporated into the United Kingdom of 1801. So these were the different British Isles which were all, with the force of the power of the English Parliament, they were united into the Kingdom of Great Britain. So, about the Ireland part, children, how it was incorporated into the United Kingdom in 1801. This slide can be helpful. 4 points have been put up in this slide. So, this could be the answer for how Ireland was incorporated into the United Kingdom of 1801. And then this is about the symbols of the New Britain, the British flag, the national anthem, and English and language were actively promoted, and all the other older nations survived only as subordinate partners in this union. And about the act of union, how it was a strange case, student, because this act of union resulted in the formation of the United Kingdom of Great Britain. Parliament was also dominated by the English people. The Scottish Highlands were suppressed, and they were not allowed to, forbidden to speak the Gaelic language or wear the national dress, and they were forcibly driven out of their homeland. So this is about the strange case of Britain. How, with the help, with the parliamentary action and not with any revolution or war, that it was an instrument through which the UK was forged into a strong democratic state. That is how we need to present our answer. The next topic is about visualizing the nation through the allegories, how the French artist used the female allegories to represent the nation. And this is about Germania. Okay, here an expected question can be: who was Marianne and Germania? What was the importance of the way in which they were portrayed? So, Germania, 3 different figures on paintings have come out, children. First one we have seen the image that was painted by Philip Wheat, hanged from the ceiling of Frankfurt. Next is the fallen Germania, painted by Julius Hubner, and the Germania guarding the Rhine. So, about the question, children, what was the importance of the way in which they were portrayed? This slide we can, or all the points have been given up. The idea, it represents the idea of people's nation, the characteristics erected in the public squares, so that the people get connected. So that slide can be used as all the key points for the question. And here in this slide, all we can expect 1 mark, or for matching also we can expect all the meanings and the symbols have been given children here. And the last and the important topic, because in this part we have children about the Balkan issue, which became the reason for the First World War. So that's the reason we need to focus a very, very important topic, a question which can be asked in different approaches. Why did the nationalist tensions emerge in the Balkans, and how did the Balkans become the most serious source of nationalist tensions in Europe after 1871? We need to explain with examples. Okay, in 2013, 2018, many times repeated. This is the important slide, children, which has been shown. The explosive conditions we need to describe that prevailed in Balkans after 1871 in Europe. So this is about that, the region of geographical and ethnic variations under the control of Ottoman Empire, how with the spread of romantic nationalism, how this region became very explosive. One by one, all these European subject nationalists, they broke away from the Ottoman Empire's control and they claimed for the independence or their political rights. This led to the intense rivalry, and they were fiercely, each region was fiercely jealous of each other. They wanted to gain more power or territory at the expense of other, and this rivalry between the big European powers helping them led to a series of war, and this Balkan region became a region of severe conflicts, and this made the situation more serious, which ended up with the waging of the First World War. So, this is how you need to write. Very important in children for the history point of view. Dateline I put up here because many a times, because in the change pattern of 1 mark, you may get a matching with the dates and then the events. So, that is what I have put up. And thank you, children. Thank you for watching my video, and I hope this video will definitely help you all to you to plan and to focus upon all the important topics which I have covered. And please make sure, children, to cover all the topics. And this video will definitely help you in your quick, smart, and targeted preparations for the board. Please like and share, and also subscribe the channel so that you can check my videos. Thank you.